I am an AI skeptic and critic. And the reason for that is just about every time I try an AI tool that someone else swears by, I find holes in it. But when I heard that Monday.com was introducing AI agents, I knew I had to give it a try and go into it with an open mind. Hi, I'm Joanna, and I help visionary entrepreneurs bring their ideas to life with simple systems. And I'm starting a new series today where I'm going to let you watch me figure out how to create AI agents in Monday.com. If you've followed me on this channel, you know I'm a big advocate of Monday and swear by it as this amazing tool that helps me run my business efficiently and effectively every single day. And since I'm new to the world of AI agents, I thought it would be fun to let you watch my journey in creating AI agents. Now, I'm going to tell it to you completely straight. I'm going to share what works, what doesn't work, show you the cost, and everything that goes into it. But today, I'm just going to start with a couple of things. Before I got started creating any AI agents, I wanted to think through exactly how I wanted these agents to work within my business. What were my rules? What were my parameters? And what were my goals? For me, I narrowed that down to three things. The first thing is, if I was going to use AI agents, it had to improve my overall customer experience. If I'm going to have AI do a job for me, it better actually improve my customer's experience and not detract from it. My second rule is that I wanted to start by focusing on tasks that no one in my company wants to do in the first place. I don't want to take away anyone's creativity, anyone's big ideas, anyone's real life strategy and replace that with AI. But there are plenty of things that no one wants to do that always get put off till the next day and that are just tedious. And I want to find ways for AI to take care of those things. My third rule for setting up these AI agents is that I wanted to make sure that the tasks that I focus on will free up valuable time so people can spend more time on high value tasks, therefore bringing in more money for our business. This isn't a cost saving measure. This isn't about reducing team hours or reducing anyone's pay. These AI agents are going to be empowered in my business so that I can free up time for more valuable tasks that bring in more money, and my team can too. So let's get into talking about the two agents and the two tasks that I have set up right now in my business that are working for me. First, I want to introduce you to Rosie. Rosie is our client onboarding specialist, and she's helping us with onboarding tasks. Now, right now, I actually only have her doing one small piece of onboarding. This is something that I'm going to grow over time. But right now, she's helping to set up some of the baseline things that we need for our client tracking board, as well as some baseline information that we're going to use to trigger and send the welcome email. This is an important task because this is going to shorten the window from when someone purchases with me to when they receive their welcome email and can get started on their project. So Rosie gets triggered when I tag her and tell her to complete onboarding for a particular client. The first thing she does is validate that the required fields are there. She needs to know the client's email address and the salesperson, the person who sold that particular package to the client. What's important to note here is we were already actually using a system in Monday.com to track client work and to track our sales pipeline and sales work. So it was already in our process to be updating things like the salesperson and the client email, and all of that was already set up. I'm just figuring out how to use AI to make those things and those systems even more powerful. So Rosie checks that that information is there. If it's not there, she's supposed to tell me and I can help fill in any information as the salesperson that needs to fill that out. Once she does all of that, she matches the salesperson to their correct Calendly link and adds that to their item in their Monday board. This is important for later when we send the welcome email, but this step is going to ensure that each client gets the right link to book their kickoff call with the person who sold them their package. The next thing that she does is actually create sub-items for her client item. This is important for us because this is how we track our clients' projects and what stage they're in. So I have her add an onboarding task to track when onboarding is done, and one for any one of the projects that they're completing with us. What's important here is we have a projects column in our board that tells Rosie what projects this person is working on. We were doing this manually before, but now it's completely automated. Then she'll post an update to us, letting us know everything's done and complete a checkbox. I have a checkbox in her board that says Rosie completed. And when she's done, she hits that button. And that's really important to close the loop for what happens next. She'll tag the account manager, let them know everything is ready. And we ask that account manager to do a couple of things manually that Rosie's not handling right now. Once that checkbox is triggered, the other thing that happens is we have a Monday automation set up to send the welcome email. So now this isn't happening through AI, but AI is triggering it, and AI filled in all of the form fields we need to make sure that email is customized to that particular client. Things like that Calendly link, their name, anything else really we could use to automate and personalize that email. That email goes out to the client and then they're done. The initial phase of their onboarding is ready to go and completely automated with this AI agent. Now, the other agent that I created is Todd. And Todd's really cool because he is generating all of the scope of works for our client discovery calls. So whenever we meet with a client, we want to send them a proposal for what we had. Now, already in our business, we had a system for this. We had a tracker where we tracked all of our leads, what we were offering them, and we also had a set number of packages that we were offering. So now what I did with Todd is set him up to actually create those proposals, or at least the initial drafts of the proposals to share with our clients. So in the sales tracker, when I tag Todd and ask him to create a scope of work for a client, what he does is he references the package names. So that projects field that we're using in our client tracker, we also use in our sales tracker to identify what package they're working on. So in that projects field, I will put the name of the package that I'm selling or recommending to sell to that client. And then what Todd will do is read that and then reference a Monday document that I have that walks through all of the packages. So there's a matching name in the projects field to a package name in the Monday doc, and Todd's able to reference that and put them together. So Todd will find the correct package type and he'll make a new scope of work document using the proper package type and titling it for me. He creates that in his own workspace. One of the things that I found when I was testing this out is there's so many documents, and if you don't file them properly, they become a mess very, very fast. So I created a separate Monday workspace just for Todd for him to place all of his documents in so they're all in one spot. Once it's created, he adds that link to the sales tracker. So that link is right there for the salesperson to grab. And then he will notify the salesperson that it's ready. And then that salesperson can edit their scope of work and send it to their prospective client. Now, I have these two agents set up right now working in my business. And right now they're working about 80% of the time. There are two kind of big things that I need to solve for as I'm working through this process. One, the agents aren't always telling me when they run into issues. So what happens is it doesn't get completed, and then I have to go to the agent's dashboard and talk to them, figure out why they didn't complete the task, troubleshoot it, update their instructions so that it doesn't happen again. And that can be kind of laborsome. If that's something that happens all of the time and we're not able to work around that, it's possible that these agents aren't going to be able to take on these tasks for us. The other thing that I'm struggling with right now is even though their instructions say to send us an actual Monday notification when their item is done or when their task is done, while we're getting tagged and the update is happening, I'm not actually getting that Monday notification. So if I was asking Todd or Rosie to do tasks really fast and then hopping into a meeting, I wouldn't have that notification there to remind me to go back and finish the task that I need to do. So those are the two things I'm working to solve for right now. And I will definitely keep you updated as I train these agents and figure out how to use them more efficiently. So thank you for watching this video from the COO Lab. If you're interested in learning more about how to create agents in Monday.com, I'm going to be sharing my no BS, real-time opinions and real-time feelings as I train and create these AI agents for my business. I'm going to be answering questions like, Is it worth it? What are their limitations? What are good things to have your AI agents do? What are things you should never have your AI agents do? And as I see the costs come in, I'll also break down the cost of these tasks, how many AI tokens are used, and if it's even worth it financially. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video, and I'll see you next time.